So, someone left a comment on one of my videos. Sadly, I can't remember which one. And you can kind of hear in there somewhere, it's like this, edge thing, but in Born in Winter by Gojira, you kind of gotta like keep the frame of the main riffs and sort of just add the magic in the moment. So someone had left a comment wondering about that song, asking for some insight into how I play it, which, thank you for that. I thought the best way to answer your question would be to make a video and put it here. Basically what I do is I tune down to drop D and use two-handed tapping. Two-handed tapping on these notes here. Hold on, D minor, so. So you have your octave, and then you have your third pulling off to the root. And you can kind of hear the melody line is this. You know what I'm saying? So there's your main notes. And then on the second one, he hits, I do it in F, position F on the F note, and jump octaves. You can do it this one, or you can do it this one. And he does that same riff, that on the F. So the relationship here is a D minor note into an F major, which is the third, the major third, so they're relative. But what he does is do this Lydian thing here where he plays a B natural. And it should be a B flat in the key of D minor. So we're adding a Dorian Lydian feel here. And let me give you a better show of what those notes are. He F shape, and then on the B string, pull off to open. And those are your notes. Now the tapping comes in, and here's what it looks like. We start here and we go like, that's the first one, then up a third, then down one step, one half step technically, then up the next one in the sequence, which here is, and that leads into the first one, which is the transition turnaround. And let me just show you what I'm just gonna play it and not explain it, and hopefully you'll be able to get an idea. He rests on that note there, then into your F. I kind of messed it up there. But you see what I'm doing. I'm just switching over to the F7 or the F chord and tapping the notes C, B, D, C, B, C, and then to that open A, natural. So that's a long-winded explanation. I didn't really think this out before I came and started recording, but the main two parts are keeping that D minor going with the pull off on the 3rd fret. And once you get comfortable doing both hands, you know, and the time signatures here are funny too. Let's switch over to the F. Those are the two main riffs. And I know it's not exactly note for note how Gojira have done it, but that's the way that I have found it works easiest on an acoustic guitar. And the second time he does that full circle, he slides up to a G position in the same, or to a G note in the same F position. Seems all back down have gone insane for gold. Then for all was created, he goes into that, and you can sort of hear the transition. You're just going to want to watch those sixths because he likes to go Lydian on that F. So technically think D Dorian mode. And then here's where the magic happens. You just kind of tap whatever notes you think would sound good there. And then he goes up a step, a half step technically, to the E flat. So then you're going to want to do things that sound E flattish. You know what I mean? Back down. And so it sounds kind of like this. One day you'll walk the world and keep in mind the heart you've been given in winter time. Through the bitter cold with opened eyes, you find the strength to fight and stand upright. There's a Lydian feel in that E flat or that D sharp, however you want to look at that. So if you're not familiar with the notes that would go here, basically think E major, so 7th fret on the A string in the position of an A major chord. And if you don't understand that yet, you might want to look into like the caged system. But you've got your so the notes in this, and then shift down a fret, and that's your E flat notes. So it goes back and forth between the D open and then the E flat. But he does a Lydian 4th. And like I said, you don't really have to, you can pretty much just do any notes in those two spots. And those are the two main sections of the song. And the last thing, I call it an icicle. He just goes. You can't really hear it on an acoustic guitar, but it sounds like on a string like this, it goes. can hear those harmonics. But of course, you know, they're plugged in, so he does them on the lower strings, and he opens up that very last strum, so on the palm mute, so. You know what I mean? And so all together, I'll just play each riff through. It starts kind of like this, like before all things reborn again, you learn the painful wrath of time. Seems all have gone insane for gold. All was created out of the night. We're all born from the burst of the star. Day you walk the world, you'll keep in mind the heart you've been given in winter time, and through the bitter cold with open eyes, find the strength to fight and stand upright. And that's pretty much how it's done. So if it were me watching this video, I would probably have to go back and re-watch it to get the key points. I'm probably not going to put timestamps. I'm doing all this with a cell phone. If I had a better setup, I could do a better explanation. But those are the three main parts, you know. You keep your pulling off on the fret 3, and then you just tap out your melody with the right hand. Dun 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 dun, and again dun 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 dun. But here you switch to F, Lydian. Dun 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 dun. And then the second time he goes up to a G. Seems all back down have gone insane for gold. Then walk it down. All was created out of the night. We're all born. Use this time to grab your pick. Yep. That sounds, yeah. Oh, you're gonna wanna go E flat. I forgot I was in drop D, so that kind of threw me off there at the end. But those are the key elements to it. So anyway, thanks. Shout out to the guy or girl or whatever in the comments who wanted to know specifically how to play this. I thank this person because it was on one of my lesser watched videos that this comment was left. And those are the videos that I really appreciate people watching, because it's kind of just like show off of musical techniques and stuff, like less song-esque stuff and more just noise or whatever you want to call it. And hopefully this video is helpful to you.